Yeah. Peace to the people. Once again, as good as streaming presents, I design myself. As good as streaming presents, I design myself. We provide the details. We all about wholesale, not retail. Know what I'm talking about? So yeah, I design myself. We on the scene with Godchild, aka Carl West. You can catch him on the Carl West platform. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shout out to Godchild, you know what I mean? Go ahead, Godchild, you know what I mean? Shout out to Godchild. Yeah. Spoken word artist, you know, he do hip hop, he do all that, you know what I mean? To be hip means knowing, hop means grooving.
No doubt.
So if you hip hopping, mean you in the tune with grooving. Oh shit. Anyway. But yeah, go ahead and introduce yourself, son.
Yeah, Godchild, straight from Norfolk, Virginia. A lot of times I think people recognize me because I just been doing my thing for forever. I've been rhyming since I was 9 years old. I'm a host. I'm a poet. I'm a author.
Mm-hmm.
I just do my thing. Like,
okay.
Whatever has to do with words, I be trying to do it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Shout out to the words. You already know what that means because words is where our reality.
Casting them spells, man.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? That's where the reality develops, you know what I mean? When you're dealing with the words, you know what I mean? So yeah, shout out to the people. Okay. So yeah, man, you know, you got, especially with the rhyming thing, you've been around for so long, been in a few different spots, you know, not just inside of Norfolk, you know, not just inside of VA, but you know, you kind of been to some other spots too.
Yeah,
you know, you kind of travel.
I've been to the crib. I've been to Philly, doing my thing. And so, around Philly, they showed so much love. But for most of the time, I just been up and down the East Coast because I try to keep close because my father, when he was still living, like I was trying to keep close to the crib, so I could just always come quickly back to the crib. But like after he passed, it was like I just tried to get out more and more.
Yeah.
But since then, it was just like I just established like you know what I'm saying, like a
household
you know
name.
what I mean, like here. So it's like I really ain't have to go nowhere. So you know the people love me here. So I was like, all right, I just create other spots and other things and work with other people and just combine and connect.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And boom, I ain't gotta go nowhere.
Yeah.
I just invite other people from other places here.
Yeah.
And then boom, as soon as they come there and here, and I be like, yo, what you got going on there? And then boom. Just like how you trying to do here.
Yeah.
You trying to connect other people with other people. So that's just my thing, yo. This is, you know what I'm saying? Just add on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Add on. Got to add on.
Yeah, that's important, and it seems like we doing the same thing. When you add it on, it's added on, no matter by you know what means, you know, and that's definitely what we're trying to do. Bring other states here, you know, and take us to other states. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's just one conglomerate. You know what I mean? You definitely got a few different type of poetry joints going on. And we
going there already.
Yeah. We go
to the one. You gonna go to the one.
You know I'm gonna go to that one. You know I'm gonna go to that one. You know, a lot of stuff babies made in that joint. But look, before we get to that, you know, we just gonna, you know, when it comes to the spoken word, what do you enjoy about spoken word? Like, why you do spoken word?
Man, when I saw it, I mean, because I've been rhyming since I was 9 years old. I was battle rapping in grade school.
Yeah.
I was, in the only way that I was really like killing them because everybody had the same rhymes. Like they had their one rhyme. You know what I'm saying? They be strong rhyme. I had like 4 or 5 of them. You know what I'm saying? This is like 4th, 5th grade. And this is when I fell in love with Haiku because they had like a whole Asian culture week and they had like a haiku contest, and shoot, I won the joint. You know what I mean? Like I won the joint, and the thing about it is, I'm a kid, but the prize of the whole haiku contest was a piece of Japanese candy.
So real quick, explain haiku.
Where and haiku is in Japanese culture is supposed to be like 17 syllables about nature. Yeah, about nature.
Yeah.
But then in American culture, our syllables don't match up with Japanese syllables. Don't match up at all. So it's a dude named Ginsberg. He came up with this joint called American Sentence. And it's similar to haiku because it's still 17 syllables, but it's not the same syllables as haiku.
Yeah.
So we did the Ginsberg type shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right. But my motivation was to get this Japanese candy. I'm gonna get some foreign candy. I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to write my ass off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I won out of the whole 5th grade. I won the contest to get this Japanese candy. So it's like, boom. Brought it home, won the contest, brought it home. Like, I'm like, yo, I set it on the counter like, ooh, I'm gonna eat you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm gonna eat you, son. But yo, it's rice candy, yo. It was disgusting.
All right.
It was disgusting.
So it was a bunch of rices compiled together hard.
It was like a hard shell. It looked like something like a Jolly Rancher. It looked like a Jolly Rancher. But yo, it was made out of rice. It was rice candy.
Oh, so do they?
I wish I had more thumbs. You understand me? I wish I had more thumbs. It was horrible.
Do the Japanese, do they like the candy?
Hell yeah.
Oh, they like it?
Still
Okay.
make it. Hell yeah.
Oh, okay.
They still make it.
Because when you say that, what came to my mind is like one of them type of situations there that the prize is nasty. So
it was horrible, but it was authentic Japanese candy.
Yeah.
And we had that old Asian wheat, and I learned how to do origami, all that.
Yeah.
But the top of the line of the whole week was the haiku contest.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, I've been writing a little bit. I've been doing these rhymes in class. Like, I know I can fit to this form and do my thing. So it's like, psh. But yeah, that was like one of my first forms that I ever learned. And it's crazy because that's the name of my haiku book. Shameless plug. I got a haiku and American sentence book called My First Form.
Yeah. My first form. Yeah.
That was my first form that I ever learned of writing.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So that.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's see, you just gave a piece of history. Not only history, in regards to you, but we talking about history.
Other stories they even add on to it. They add on to the rhyming. But yeah, around that time, like the battle raps, and then I learned form after that. And I was like, yo, I had to do something else with it. So words always been there. The rhymes always been there.
Okay. Yeah, that's peace. Now, in hindsight, when you look at that piece of candy, you know what I mean? Do you get a lesson from that?
I mean, I got something out of it more than the candy.
Yeah.
Because I got to learn that form. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, to me, the Ginsberg shit, you know what I'm saying? The haikus, they mini puzzles. So it's like saying a lot with a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's always saying a lot with a little bit. All right, haiku. Pick people over profit. Nah, what is it? Oh, I gotta remember that joint. Now. Oh, the key to being rich, pick people over profit. No, it's not that either.
Well,
it's like, the key to success, pick people over profit. You'll always be rich.
Okay, pick people over profit. You always be rich. Because the keys to success, you heard it.
Pick people over profit.
Because you always be rich. You know what I mean? We're going to put that one, a bar galore. You know what I mean? So yeah, okay. We talking about the you gave us a little history when it comes to how you get started in the spoken word,
No.
And do you think there's a difference between the spoken word and rhyming? You know what I mean? Because do you get a different? Is it a different effect? Not only on your, on self, but as far as the people is concerned. I know it's like two different type of crowds.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. I saw the difference between it because it's like I had always been rhyming, and the first time I ever got on the mic to do poetry as Godchild, like I had a rhyme about this girl I met. You know what I'm saying? Like, and at the end of the poem, at the end of the rhyme, I forgot the ending. So I just picked it up and I just started explaining the whole piece, and the whole crowd was like, "No, oh no, hey." They were so into what I was talking about. Mm-hmm. So it's no beat. It's just me talking.
Yeah.
I'm talking out the rhyme. That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm talking out the rhyme.
Yeah.
Exactly how I would say it, how I'm saying it right now. So they're like, no, you got to finish that story. And I'm like, oh, y'all were actually listening. Right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That got me. And then less than 6 months later, I was hosting my own spoken word spot, like right down the street from here.
Okay. And I do know you performed in a few places as well as for a few people. I think you performed in a wedding for Washington. Was it? You performed for somebody. I know you performed Cassandra. You be doing a lot of stuff. Go ahead and plug it. You know what I mean? You do so much stuff you forgot.
No, down here for newscaster, right?
What's his name? Washington or something?
Yeah, the Washington.
Yeah. Him and his wife or something.
Jessica. I forget her name.
And Cassandra. Then you the Jenkins.
Oh yeah.
So basically you performed at a few weddings. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's weddings and funerals, and it's words for that. When you perform at a wedding, I forgot what the name. When you do a poem at a wedding, it's a different word. But if you perform at a funeral, it's called an elegy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? There's a whole market for that too. Like I was like, oh snap! Like, so it's different avenues with the spoken word shit. Like you can just take, you know what I'm saying, and just keep it going. Because I remember the scene down here, because Granby Street, all down here, it was just. Spoken word was just alive and well, and then it just died. And then, I just had to find new ways, like, to get it back up. So I was going to schools, churches, funerals, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Weddings. I was doing everything. I ain't care what it was. You know what I'm saying? Just to get spoken word back, because I found my voice, and then it felt like I lost my voice when everything just shut down, and then I had to get it back. So, you know what I mean? Like, so
you got this piece. One of the pieces you sent me. Oh yeah. We gonna get into that. What's one of the pieces you sent me?
I'm trying to think.
Blue Cheese.
Oh man, Blue Cheese is. I'm actually rapping on this joint.
Okay, so.
And it's a bunch of MCs from all around the 757. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
A bunch of MCs and crews I know around 757, and so. Was it an in-house producer on this joint? Go ahead and introduce the joint. The producer is from Mankind Music, my man Menace, and and he made the beat. His brother is on the rhyme, and he on the rhyme. He one of my best producers and MCs I ever met in my life. And then this is a bunch of different MCs from around the 757 that's been doing their thing for a long time.
Okay.
Blue Cheese is a joint.
Boom. We're going to listen to this Blue Cheese. So, we back on the scene. As I design myself, peace to the people. We back on the scene with Godchild. So we listen to that Blue Cheese joint. You want to, tell us, what that joint was all about. Just give it a quick
it was
piece.
Just a bunch of MCs that known each other forever, and we just put that joint together. Like,
Word.
That was it, man. Like, Mankind Music put it together. They asked all the MCs to come through. Big up the Menace and Jason and brothers, they are actual brothers, and they put that joint together and just asked all us to, you know what I'm saying, get some bars on the joint, and that was it. And
Okay.
that was a minute ago too.
Okay, that's peace. And look, now we're gonna get into this, you know. We gonna, you know, without further ado, you definitely gotta plug this joint. You know what I mean? I ain't get a chance to perform at this joint. You know what I mean? But
already know what you about to talk about.
You already know. You know when you do the joint, that wet poetry shit, man. Listen, man, that joint is official. I'm talking about. I don't know. I wasn't around when Prince and Michael Jackson and all them people, they was throwing panties on the stage and all that. And I'm saying, the wet poetry joint is probably that type of vibe, because especially the women, they be definitely getting freaky in that joint. Shout out to wet poetry. I know you performed at Sloppy Seconds, you know, that's gone right there. But, you know, what made you get into the wet poetry joint? Like, how that joint come about where you got that venue?
I already knew that it was going to be like, you know what I'm saying, a crowd drawer. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was going to bring the people out. And plus, it's supply and demand.
Yeah.
Got to do what the people love.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen erotic poetry events like all around the country. And like, we got to be to the point that it's 10 years. It's the biggest poetry spot in the 757, the state. Not just erotic poetry, but poetry event in the state.
Yeah.
Like, they was coming through like really, really hard, man. And it was just like, we had to do it once a month. I can't do this every week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'd be dead by now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I'd be dead. Because it's too many people. It's too many people. And they just coming through, and there's so much love. And it be to the point where it was just like, yo, I really didn't want to do poetry that night. I just wanted to get other poets, other new poets on the mic, other people that closet poets, you know what I'm saying? Like, get them on the mic, and that's all I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, any place we had it at, his staff was smashed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They halfway mad and halfway happy at me. You know what I'm saying? Because like, yo, you made me.
Yeah, because the bread there.
But damn, I'm tired as hell. You know what I'm saying? Like, once a month, I'm tired as hell because this shit's crazy.
What's some you know, what's some other spots that you didn't, you know, either host or you didn't, especially hosting, you know what I mean? Because you do poetry kind of like, you know, everywhere. But when it come to hosting, that's like basically you know, you bringing the people. So like, and I know COVID happened. You know what I mean? So COVID slowed a lot of stuff down. You know what I mean? So what's some spots you looking forward to going back to or opening up, or some spots you might want to start a joint on yourself?
You already know where I met you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the Wednesday night spot. She's Trouble. Shouts out to She's Trouble.
Oh, shouts out to She's Trouble. You know Michelle. Big up to, you know, Michelle. She's, you know.
And then It's the Concept is in the house. He been there too.
It's the Concept. You know, you already know.
You know what I'm saying? They been there. And man, the Wednesday night spot at Southern Southern Flair.
Yeah, Southern Flair, Chesapeake.
It was a joint, man. It was a joint. It was a joint, man. It was many people. It was just all over the place, and so I was really hype about that. Like when it came out, like it was young to the old, black, white, like whatever. It was just like people just coming through and just enjoying like great music and great vibes. You know what I'm saying? And we vibe with the staff at the same time, and that's really hard. If you can vibe with the staff. You know what I'm saying? You can't vibe with the staff and do your thing at the spot. It ain't gonna work. Like it's really not gonna work. But everybody in that house was like, we were a team, and when it hit, it was just like, and we was going on a 1 year anniversary, right? 1 year anniversary.
Okay. Yeah, I've been there a few.
We was gonna have a big joint, like we was gonna invite everybody, like to come out and just cipher and just do our thing, like with instruments, rhyming, singing, you know what I'm saying? Like we was gonna do everything, and then, you know what I mean? And same way with the wet spot. It was like, yo, we was thriving at Sloppy Seconds, which is like crazy. Like, come on, we got an erotic poetry night and the name of the
Sloppy
venue was
Seconds.
called Sloppy. Come on.
Yeah. Shout out to Sloppy Seconds. They had some dope food. We ain't even playing them on. We ain't there no more. So, but yeah. So look, we gonna get into this Jonathan. What's the name of this joint?
Jonathan Garrett. This is a poem about my cousin, my little cousin that got killed by the police years ago, and crazy story behind that. But it took me years to write a joint about him, but it kind of fit with the climate of everything that was going on. So instead of just personalizing it and talking about him, I kind of encapsulized every young cat that I saw that looked just like him and wrote that joint for him.
Okay, boom. Once again, I designed myself. The name of it again, Godchild is, what's the name?
The Omen.
The Omen. Peace. So that was the official joint, once again by Godchild. He is the Omens. Break down the Omen real quick. So we, you know what I mean?
I actually, it was just Godchild, just originally, but I actually did a joint, like it was way back in the day. I did a joint, and I was like, what was the rhyme? I said, I'm here to introduce to the world Godchild, the Omen. Mm-hmm. And the Omen is a sign of something good or bad, depending on how you see it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I said, I'm here to introduce to the world the Omen.
Yeah.
A sign of something good or bad. And then people just started calling me that.
Okay. Yeah.
So it was Godchild it was Godchild before that. So the Omen part, it was just like people just started calling me that, so I just kept it.
Okay. When it comes to the Godchild, go ahead and
that's a whole nother.
Yeah. Go ahead and break that down. Give us we know you got 8 minutes and 20 seconds. Yeah. We know you got 8 minutes and 20 seconds, you know what I mean? So that's probably about how much time we got left anyway before, 8 minutes and 20 seconds. For those who don't know, about 8 minutes and 20 seconds is old murder.
Mom said she wanted a man child. When she said I was born, she gave me to God. I had a conversation with my moms about how I was born, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so Godchild, that's where that came from. And then, but then the day that I'm talking to her about this, she's a nurse. My mom's a nurse.
Yeah.
So we in front of the hospital, and I'm coming up, getting in the car with her, and she sees this doctor walk past. She was like, yo, Dr. So-and-so, come here. You remember this little boy? You delivered him like 30-something years ago. I was like 30-something then. And I'm like, yo, the day I'm talking to her about the circumstances that surrounded my birth,
mm-hmm.
I meet the doctor that delivered me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm shaking his head. I was like, yo, good goddamn job, Johnson. Good goddamn job. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm bugging off him. And then we just had this great conversation like the whole day. So, yeah, that's basically where Godchild came from. So it was just like after that. And she introduces me at that. And more people call me Godchild than anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My name is Carlton. But it's like I always get, when I tell people my name is Carlton, they give me the Fresh Prince reference and start doing the dance in front of me. Like, I ain't never heard that shit before. Nigga, I've been hearing that shit for a long ass time. But more people call me Godchild than anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My mom, like I said, my mom introduced me like that.
Yeah.
She was like, it's my son, Godchild. He's a poet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then get the government later. But
yeah.
You know what I mean? But big up the Pops. Rest in peace, Pops. Carlton James West Sr.
Yeah, R.I.P. Rest in power. So it real quick, before we jet out, if it's something you could give the upcoming poets, the upcoming artists, a piece of advice, what would you give them real quick before we bounce?
Don't put your hands where you wouldn't put your face.
Now I'm just gonna look at y'all for a second. Don't put your hands where you wouldn't put your face.
That's physically and metaphorically.
Now, I'm just saying. I'm just gonna say that because the faces be going some wild places. So without further ado, once again we got the Godchild. You know what I mean? We got the Godchild. And where can they find you?
Godchildtheomen.com, Godchild360 at Gmail, and Carl West on Facebook and Godchild360 on Gmail.
Okay, that's peace. And where your album at?
Man, on Godchildtheomen.com.
Yeah, okay, that's peace. So yeah, we got Godchild. Thanks for the Godchild coming out. Peace to the people.
Peace, bro.
Appreciate that.
Thank you.
We definitely look forward to it.
This a dope. Yo, if those ain't seeing what's going on in this room right now, this is mega dope. We downtown Norfolk doing it up. He designed himself, or he would say, I designed myself. And this joint is incredible. There's a whole DJ setup in here. Like, this shit is incredible. So thank you. Thank you for having me come through, man.
Yeah.
I'm thoroughly impressed. This is dope.
DJ Intellect with the K, shout out to She's Trouble, give me that name, So yeah, once again, it's Good Air Stream presents I Design Myself. That's Good Air Stream presents I Design Myself podcast, where we all about detail. We provide wholesale, not retail. You know what I'm talking about? Peace to the people.